Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky. You know, we've been looking into how to make money fast. But really the main question is, how do we make nanites fast? And what if I told you that there's a really easy, simple way to make a lot of nanites? And it's very reliable. So today in this video, we're going to be showcasing several ways that you can make nanites, but specifically what the best way is to make nanites in No Man's Sky. Now, if there is a better way, I really want to hear your arguments, because I think that this is the most legitimate, easiest way to make consistent, reliable nanites. That's the biggest thing, guys. Consistent, reliable nanites very quickly. How can we do it? I'm going to share that with you right now. Now, this method that I'm going to show you will allow you to make thousands of nanites with ease. I mean, it's pretty easy to do this once you kind of get the idea of what you might need to do to kind of chain things together to get yourself a lot of nanites. And it won't take you very long either. And so I hope this video really helps you. Comment below if you know of any other ways that you get nanites that might be easier than this. We're trying to help other people out, new players who are coming to the game. So your comments really help. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. One way to get nanites, and it's not a lot, it's not really reliable because you have to find different places, you have to go to all kinds of different buildings to find them, but essentially if you see anything like this right here on the wall, you can extract nanites from them. You'll get a certain amount of nanites. It's never like a ton. It's like sometimes like 20 or something like that. It's not a very consistent, reliable method of getting nanites. And like I said, they're generally in buildings. You can find them on the wall. You can find nanites like on tables and stuff like that. Like some space station tables will have nanites or navigation data that you can pick up. It's not really like a main source of like a place where you're gonna try to go to get nanites like reliable, because it's one, completely random if it's going to be on the table or not, and two, it's such a low amount half the time that it's not even anything reliable. You can get them from damaged machinery, but the only problem with that is, one, they don't pay out a lot, and two, you have to find it. I mean, they're not all over the place. You have to find them, although there are two right next to each other here, but they're not all over the place on the planet, so you might get lucky, you might not have any that show up for a long time, and so it's not a reliable source of nanites. But like I said, you can repair them. It's pretty costly to repair too, and look, you only get 28 nanites, so it's not really like the best way to get nanites, that's for sure. In my opinion, if you are seeking out damaged machinery, you're not generally seeking these out for nanites. You're probably most often seeking these out for the different upgrades and things that you can get, the different tech that you can get from them. That's what I'm always doing. I'm trying to get different upgrades from these things, not so much nanites, because that's not going to really, it's not very consistent. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go around looking for damaged machinery in order to get nanites. Alright, so another really popular way to get nanites, and this is a pretty good method, but there's a couple downsides to this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid freighters. You can get quite a bit of nanites from raiding freighters, but the downside of doing that is whatever system you're in, I hope you don't mind lowering your standing with that specific race, because by attacking their freighters, you're going to incur their wrath, and they're going to not like you, and you're going to lower your standing with them. Now, another thing too is that when you are a space pirate, you get the cops called on you, and so eventually, after attacking a ship, you will get some sentinels coming in to attack you. And so there's a really easy way to kind of deal with them, which I'll tell you here in a second. But basically what you want to do is you want to just fly up out of the planet and go to a freighter location where there are freighters. Now generally kind of what I look for is one that's not as far away as that one. That one's pretty far away. You want to find one that's relatively close to the planet, because you're going to want to fly back down to the planet after you have attacked them a little bit, because you want to lose the sentinels. And what you are looking to do is basically go down to the planet, and then you're going to duck out real fast. And I'll kind of tell you kind of a trick to that. So what you want to first do is find find some freighters that are nearby. Now before, I think when you used to do this, the cargo holds would say this has nanite clusters, but now it's a little different. Now I don't believe that they show you that there are nanites on there, and it seems kind of random. I don't like doing this because, like I said, you lower your standing with the specific race. It takes quite a while to actually kind of work through things. You can also get killed and damaged and things like that, and so it's just not like, it is a reliable way, it's just not like the best way in my opinion. You see right here, you see this right here, that's a turret that's gonna shoot me the moment I start attacking this, and so we're gonna do it anyway, but just to show you. And then you can attack all the little cargo pods that are around it and whatnot as well. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna attack the thing, and we're just going to just keep kind of attacking, and then eventually you will get some nanites. So there you go, you can see you got some nanites from that. And you know, another good thing is that when you attack them, you get all kinds of other cool things too, like other materials and whatnot. And so you can get nanites doing that, right? It's not a lot of nanites, but you can get nanites. It's pretty reliable, but like you said, you got to do some space pirating, you got to fight and whatnot. And then you can't use your pulse engine. You have to like actually go back down to the planet to evade them. But basically, there's a really simple way to kind of deal with this. If you find yourself, you're like, I can't lose these guys, because even when you land, basically, if you initiate a fight in space, they'll follow you down to the ground, so you're gonna have to take care of the ship that's following you. But what you want to do is take care of the ship that's following you. So after you do your space pirating, and I mean, I'm just doing this to show you guys, you can fight for a lot longer than when I'm gonna slow down because he's gonna pass me here in a second. Okay, let's get him to go past me, and then I can just rocket this dude, and he's dead. So then what you want to do is, you can find a terminal to land on, or you can just, land anywhere. But basically, we're going to land, because I'm going to keep this one level. And then on the ground, sentinels are going to come on the ground. So the way to avoid the sentinel level is to just reload your save. So it's kind of a little exploit, really, but it's just a really simple way to lose your wanted level, and you should be good to go. I'm pretty sure this will work. I've done this a few times now, but that's a reliable way that people farm nanites. Yeah, so I don't have a 1 on level anymore. So that's a reliable way that people farm nanites. It's not a lot though, and there's a way easier way that like really requires no effort at all. Well, some effort, but not like a lot like that. Alright, so once you're at the space station, if you guys don't know, go to the left side over here, not the right side. The right side's got the upgrades. You want to go to the left side over here, and up here we're going to find two different things. Well, we're going to find a bunch of different things, but specifically we're going to find this guy and this guy. In the blue here, this guy, now I know unfortunately this system does not have what I'm looking for, but we're going to go in and we're going to browse missions. And what we're really looking for here is pretty much anything that requires, like, that gets you nanites. And you can see kill 8 sentinels, gonna get 161 nanites from it. And then keep in mind that every sentinel you kill is gonna get you nanites, and I think normal sentinels are gonna get you like 20 maybe, or like 7 I think, and then the dogs give you like 20, and then the walkers give you like anywhere from 60 to 80 something. And so you could get a lot of nanites in the process as well, but this isn't primarily what we're looking for. What we're looking for are scanning or killing like fauna missions or floral missions, because that's going to give us like more nanites, and generally those range from like 200 to 300, and then we can stack those with a later thing in the video that we're going to talk about, basically the best way to get nanites in the game. Basically you can do both at one time. Now there's another place you can get missions from, and it's right here in your freighter. Come up to the Galactic Commission search, and you're gonna see that there's gonna be a couple different things here, and I'm pretty sure that these will stay in your mission board until you actually do them. But you can see if I assault a freighter, I don't have to, all I gotta do is assault it. I don't have to like actually do anything. I just need to assault it. I get 300 nanites from this, okay? And then if I level up, obviously we got other things here, and you can see, I mean, there's some pretty good payouts here. And so you're always probably gonna have one that you can do, I would think, and this one is gonna net me 300 if I go to do that. So another place to look for missions is right here in your Galactic Commission station on your freighter. Now, another way that I thought maybe we could do this is to actually farm sentinels. And so what I have constructed is a sniper tower to essentially take out these sentinels. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to get them to drop these little barrels, and inside are going to be a bunch of nanites. Now, I've constructed this to where the barrels should drop and stay within this certain area. You can see, though, it's not very reliable. 5 nanites, 5 to like 20, I think you can get, or 5 to like 10, and then the dogs are 20, and you want to make a sniper tower. Let me make this very, very clear, important point. Make a sniper tower. Do not dig a hole in the ground, because the dogs will teleport into the ground. It's not effective, okay? And what we're looking for is the walkers. We want to take out the walkers. You can kind of see the base here. I fell down. I was kind of I was trying to hit this guy, and it's a little weird. It's a little wonky. We need like a hole in the floor that I can shoot from. But essentially, what I did was I just stacked some walls, made some platforms. Go 4 high, and then put some some platforms out. Actually, if you just want to kind of avoid the walkers altogether, go 5 high in total. So that way, when the walkers come, you can actually deal with them without dying. Now, but there's a very important thing to keep in mind here. So these are going to get us like barely any clusters. The dogs give us like 20 some, and the walkers give us like 80, okay? And so, or 60 to 80. And so I think the most I ever got was 83. So you have to go through a ton of effort in order to farm sentinels, and it's not a lot of nanites, in my opinion. There's a way easier way that we're going to talk about in this video. I mean, like, extremely easy, and it's so simple, and you get so many nanites from it. Now, I originally thought this idea would be really good, and it will be very efficient and effective, and we won't have any problem, because I'll throw up some walls for added defense. I'll put some roofs on so the nades from the walkers don't hit me. But there's one problem. The walkers will walk through your base, and if you put like a little house with a force field door, you make like a legitimate base upstairs, you can avoid them and you won't get killed. But the biggest problem is the fourth walker, the fourth wave, the walker that comes, you can deal with quite easily. Like, you can actually take it out once you kind of get the feel. What you need, though, is you need to have grenades. You have to have grenades, get grenades, and then lob them at the various different pieces of armor. And once you do that, you take them out. It's like actually pretty simple. But the problem is the 5th walker. The 5th walker is the issue, and you'll see why it's an issue. And if you could reliably dispatch and take out the 5th walker with ease, you would not have a problem. This method would be very reliable. You can make a lot of nanites pretty easily. You can make like a little basin to catch all your little cargo tubes or whatever. Like, it could be a pretty easy way to do it. But and I should say too, I also tried several different methods. I made a bunker, I dug in the ground, I dug below, I made tunnels. They don't work because the dogs will teleport in, okay? And so basically the 5th walker is the issue, because I don't know if they're bugged or if they're just extra freaking powerful, but they can just basically annihilate your base. They shoot through your base. I don't exactly know what happens. So I'm behind cover. I, have everything pretty much taken care of where I can see cover behind the wall. And I think what essentially is occurring is the walker's so powerful that he can just blast through your base. And so I guess what you could potentially do, and I don't know if this would work either, but I guess what you could do is hop in your ship and take him out with your ship, because you can take out the 4th wave, the fourth wave walker pretty easily. I guess you get anywhere from 40 to 80, maybe it looks like. So it's not a lot for all the effort you have to go through, and it's kind of expensive to use some of the things to like use all the ammo that you have to use. I mean, that's kind of expensive. So what I think happens though is that the walker's so powerful that he basically just blasts right through the wall, and if he like moves the beam through, like he's shooting off in the window and then he moves through the wall, like I don't know what happens. It's weird, but it's not a reliable way, because that type of thing happens. Alright, so as I said, probably one of the best ways, if not the best way, and the most consistent way is to upload your discoveries. And essentially, you can kind of stack things when you're doing missions and having to do a scanning mission or something like that, but we have the ability of uploading all of our discoveries. And then, one thing that you'll notice if you go into your discoveries area, right here under fauna, if you complete the required amount of species discovered it gives you on every planet, you will get a huge amount. So like, I think like 10 is generally 500, 12 is like 600, maybe 650, I can't remember, but it's a lot of nanites all at one go, and all you got to do is just upload everything that you find. You can find all your different floras, and uploading all of these will get you credits. You can go to different areas, your different waypoints, and you can upload those, and basically these are going to net you quite a bit of nanites in one go. It's very consistent. It's not like a ton of nanites, but it's consistent nanites, and each one itself is not going to get you a lot, but if you have a lot of discoveries, it's going to get you a lot of nanites pretty quickly. And the biggest thing to keep in mind here, guys, is that one, you get that bonus for finding everything, but two, you're looking for like quick, consistent nanite like production farming essentially. And other ways are so scattered, so random, you never know what you're gonna get. And so the most consistently reliable way to get nanites, I think, is through uploading your discoveries. Alright, so kind of the goal here, like I said, is to find all of the like required amount of fauna on a planet, and you're going to be able to get your massive amount of nanites all at once. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure you come up here and you just kind of click this and hold down, and it's going to light up gold, and that's going to give you your big reward for finding all of the different fauna on the specific planet. So you can see my nanite clusters went up to 2,600 there. So that's what you're aiming for. That is a massive amount of nanites to receive it all at one time. And the cool thing, like I said, is if you're doing missions for scanning or even having to kill something, and then you go back and return those. Some of those are like 250, 300, and so in one like little trip, essentially, you could get 300 from a mission. You could get 500-600 or whatever from finding all the fauna. Now obviously that takes a while, but like I said, guys, we're looking for consistency and ease of doing it, and it's pretty easy to cruise around a planet and scan a bunch of things, and you're getting paid for each scan too. I mean, you're making a lot of nanites very quickly doing this method. This has got to be the best method in game currently right now. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching the video. That's going to be it for the video, but like I said, in the comments below, if you know of a better way to make nanites, please comment that below, because our goal is to help new players out who are coming to the game. And so far I've discovered that the No Man's Sky community is extremely helpful. You guys are all really nice. You guys have shown some massive support on the channel, and I really appreciate it. And so like I said, if you know of a better way, comment it below, because we're trying to help new players out. Obviously we're trying to get people like very easy ways of doing things, and they might not know some of these things if they're just coming to the game. So obviously comment that below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you think you know of a better way of doing this, if one of the ways that I mentioned in this video, you're like, that's better than the discoveries, I really want to hear your argument for why. Because guys, here's the thing. You can get a mission for a certain amount of nanites that, I mean, most of them require you to, like, some of them require you to kill sentinels, but most of them require you to, like, kill an animal or search or, you know, whatever, and scan different things. And so you're doing missions right there to scan, and then you're getting nanites from that. You're getting nanites from each upload that you do, and then you're getting nanites for completing an overall objective essentially. And so I really want to hear your arguments as to why like your way would be better. So like right here you see I've got 250 nanites I can get by getting 3 of the 5 species. And so I mean, I haven't done anything on this planet. It's super easy to get nanites from doing this. I mean, it's not a ton for the individual things, but I just got 45 nanites like it was nothing, and I just scanned a couple things. I mean, it's crazy, and you get units. And so, guys, I also want to say the next video, this bird right here, will be a part of the next video, so you can look forward to a pretty interesting video next. And then I'm also working on some new ways to really make easy money, and so you guys can look forward to seeing a video on like a new method coming up as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Man, you guys are awesome. Stay positive, be blessed. Catch you guys next time.